Hello and welcome to Game 1 in this best of 2 tonight in the Amateur Dota 2 League Season 22, just getting underway, between Doki Crusader Club and the OSU Buckeyes Dota 2 team. So early on bans, gonna see some very support-oriented bans from Doki, but still on meta supports that are picked up pretty frequently. They're not too worried about the cores, it looks like. And OSU, they're gonna ban out the Weaver for, your typical ban plays, but they get rid of the Witch Doctor and the Willow as well. The Willow we've seen quite a lot of banning in this particular league, though not so much on the pro scene. And the Witch Doctor is quite the interesting one. I wonder what they were looking at for that. Maybe pointing towards a potential IO pick at some point. What do you think, Kale?
I mean, it's normal bans. They're picking comfortable hero right now.
Yep, so the Earthshaker comes out for Doki, and followed, or OSU respond with the Tidehunter and the Shadow Shaman. So lots of team fight available there, but they are very cooldown dependent, and Rubik has so many picks for what to steal this game. Like, he can get the Ravage, he can get the Snakes, even if you get the Hex or the Ether Shock, like both of those are really good too. Like Ether Shock and Fade Bolt easily clear a wave with that as long as you have the Mana Sustain to do it. And that'll help you farm up really quickly if you are given a little bit of space by your team. He is going to be the 5 position, so having just a few hundred extra gold from a couple of waves will make a big difference in the way that he's going to be able to play this game, I think. Doki get rid of the Luna. Interesting. Is Luna coming back?
No.
No? That hero is
terrible hero.
That hero is not a hero. Alright.
Yeah.
I would like to see Luna come back.
Not a hero. I don't know why people picking it.
Yeah. But Tinker then is going to be a ban out for OSU. Tinker definitely a hero that nobody likes to play against. Like, some people maybe they like to play it, but those people are terrible human beings.
I mean, it's not that hard to play against, but it's just annoying. Like,
you do have to draft something to deal with it, though. Like a Clockwork, which still does fit into OSU's team. Like, they could play it as a 4 for the roaming. Or, like, well, doesn't matter anymore because it's banned. But a Clockwork or a Storm, just something that can get through the trees. And the Terrorblade pick. Terrorblade is ridiculous right now. Like, he does everything that Old Naga does, but better without a Radiance. In addition to having Sunder on a 5-second cooldown once he hits level 25. Like, that's just insane. Axe is the response from Doki. They do have some tools to deal with the illusion spam, but it's not amazing. Like, Earthshaker would definitely prefer to be playing against a PL over a Terrorblade.
Are they running a tri-lane? Because Earthshaker and Axe is not good with each other.
Do you think Earthshaker would be the safe lane support in that case, or are they just going to go for sort of the underwhelming dual lane?
It's only... they probably would try that, try lane top, but I don't know. I don't know these players, so they can't do anything at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's definitely plenty of options for Doki so far in terms of the way that they lane it. Hell, they could put a Rubik mid. I've seen that happen. I haven't seen it work, but I've seen it happen. It used to work way back in the day, like 2012. Remember those Dota times?
I mean, I didn't play around that time.
Okay. Well, Rubik mid was relatively common at that point. And if you ever went back and watched the TI2 VODs, the play, Rubik mid was very instrumental in that, turning that fight around with the stolen Ravage into the stolen Black Hole.
Yeah, I saw that play, but at that time it was impressive. But now it's like, eh.
Yeah, how do they let their spells get stolen like that? Even a lowly ancient player wouldn't let that happen these days. But Lion is the pickup from OSU. Interesting grab from them. I mean, I guess maybe they're trying to just overwhelm the Rubik with spells to steal. You know, you can steal from anybody, so maybe paralyze him with choices.
No, The more, the better for Rubric.
Yeah. But Lion is going to be at least helpful in trying to combat that instant blink initiation from both the Axe and the Earthshaker. Getting that precast and the Hex, if they don't do it from out of vision, will potentially turn around a lot of initiations from Doki Doki if OSU are able to hold that together.
I'm gonna be very critical this game about the Axe. Alright? If he play bad, I will say something. Every mistake, I'll point out every single mistake.
I don't think it needs to go that far. But yeah, OSU right now, they have sort of a pretty weak laning setup, I would say. Like, Shaman does a lot of damage, but it's really hard to get in close enough to actually hit people. By the same token, if there's a melee carry in the safe lane for Doki, like, Shaman can just go to whatever lane Rubik isn't in and completely destroy them with, what is it, his 63 base damage right now?
Yeah.
Like, not a whole lot of attack range, so you can't make much use of it a lot of the time, but...
No, it's really good. Like, for what he give, it's too good. He does way more damage than any average support.
Treant does like 95. And he can root.
Wow. Except that. You know?
Yeah, Treant is quite the outlier. So Doki Doki at this point, they're looking for a safe lane in a mid. What do you think complements their team so far and will help them against this Terrorblade? Because OSU's team, like, they have some old school heroes, but, you know, probably comfort picks for each of their players. But the Terrorblade is just on top of the charts right now. So who do Doki Doki take to combat that?
That's always an Ember in the pool.
Ember for their mid lane, now that they've picked up the Morphling? Or do you think they'd put the Morphling in mid and put the Ember in safe? Or just choose whatever makes sense for their lanes?
Depending on what OSU pick for mid.
Okay. Do you think Ember plus Morphling's too greedy here, or especially given how greedy their supports are in general, or is that still gonna be okay?
No, it's fine. It's pretty good. It's really good because Ty can't do anything against the Morphling. And Axe gun. Wait, what? Oh, what am I talking about? What did you ask?
I asked if the Ember and the Morphling on the same team, given how greedy Doki's 4 and 5 are, would be too much.
No. Sorry, I just space out there.
But the Lena's banned out from OSU. I think Lena would make a lot of sense for Doki as well right now. Just anything to burst down the Terrorblade. And the Arc Warden ban out from Doki. Apparently OSU, or if Doki have already researched this game, like I would presume they have, OSU might be super favoring just the generally annoying illusion split strats and heroes.
They're gonna play 5-man. Like, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna push down lane, and that basically would Ravage and Ty. That's what their game plan is. I don't really like the Zeus pick.
Why not? The Zeus gives you a good amount of deep push, and like you say, they're going to be 5-manning up, so if you can just dedicate like Zeus and Earthshaker to deep push and protecting the Zeus, then you can get more out of the map, yeah?
True, but I feel like you can pick an Ember and style on your enemy more. And
yeah, but you're obsessed with the Ember picks. Monkey King. Alright, so that's going to be... Is that a mid Monkey King, or is he going to go safe lane against the Axe and throw the Terrorblade mid?
No, mid Monkey King. Good thing he picked Zeus, because... Oh my god. Ember lose mid against Monkey.
Yeah, Zeus is a pretty safe pick when you don't get to the last pick your mid. I don't know, I would still really like to see the Monkey King go up against the Axe, though, because Axe just cannot stand to a Monkey King, like, at any point in the game, and if you can force the Axe out of lane early a few times, then he's almost not even a hero.
Axe can stand up against Monkey King.
Really?
Yeah, it's not that good, but, like... is very heavily Monkey King favor.
Yeah, I mean, like you're relying on getting a whole bunch of spins, but Monkey King is healing up faster than you're spinning him down.
No, you go with the Battle Hunger Pill.
Okay.
And you have an Earthshaker, so it's really good. Anytime you get to 3 bar, Earthshakers can just stun and run away.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get into the game at this point. Introduce the players and the heroes for each team. On the side of OSU, we have Lyra playing the safe lane Terrorblade, Zeomaster going on the Shadow Shaman up there with him. In the off lane, we will have AJ Awesome playing on the Tidehunter, presumably joined here by Rupo on that Lion. And mid lane, we will see the Monkey King picked up by TW. For Doki on the safe lane, we have Obelisk playing that Morphling, Captain Brian playing on that 5-position Rubik, 4-position Earthshaker picked up by Rod Propaganda, and Zykor playing in the off lane on the Axe. New team for Zykor this season. Coasty99 playing in mid lane on the Zeus. So these lane matchups, how do you feel like they're generally going to go?
30 seconds until sports.
Top lane, Radiance win. Bot lane gonna be kind of even, and mid gonna be Zeus winning so hard.
Alright, so what were you saying?
What do you think?
I think that Zeus definitely wins in mid lane. Top lane, I feel like probably is going to be more even. I feel like Zeomaster with that Shadow Shaman should be able to really bully Zykor and Propaganda out of lane, although he's the one getting bullied right now. Maybe he's going to die down to the Lyra trying to body block up to make sure there's not a first blood going right away, but that will be first blood in favor of Doki. And maybe they're going to try for 2 here. Nah, just going to get a bunch of strike clicks. But yeah, like, I feel like Shadow Shaman against 2 melees is really favored, even if Lyra might have some issues. And they're going to have the Metamorphosis available as well. That early fight at the rune notwithstanding, I do still feel like it's slightly dire favored.
And he's going the Battle Hunger build, which basically wins this lane for him.
Yeah, Z-Master's going to have a lot of difficulty standing up to it, but there's a whole lot of regen in this lane. Like, they brought 15 tangos. Meanwhile, in mid lane, looks like Coasty99 actually starting to fall behind the Monkey King in CS early here. Or at least only staying even with Monkey King in terms of CS early. But that should change as the lane plays out. As soon as level 3 comes out on Zeus there, Monkey King's not going to be able to stay up. How about bottom lane, though? Like, this lane, I don't think either team's really going to get any kills early on, unless one of them, you know, overextends. But I don't think that matters. Like, I think that going even favors Doki, right? In terms of this lane.
They get more out of it. I feel like then the Rubik just keep hitting him. Hitting the tie whenever he gets the chance.
Yep. Did have to tank some attacks from Rupo in order to do it, but I think that's worthwhile, keeping the tide away. Yeah, so looks like Rune not going to spawn the direction that Coasty99 really wants for that top lane. Going to be ping up here in top. Zeomaster sitting in the trees. He's going to get slowed up by that Battle Hunger. They do not have a call available just yet. Now, the Zeomaster is going to go ahead and use that Shackle on Propaganda. Propaganda is going to try for the Aftershock. Actually doesn't have Aftershock skilled yet. There's the Fissure going out. And so far, Zeomaster's still okay, but he's eventually just going to get trapped up by that Fissure. Zykor able to finish him off there with the final right click. So maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Double damage out for Zeus.
Oh.
TW, I don't think saw the DD because of all the other particle effects. And
I think they need nerf the particle effect, you know?
maybe they just need to make the DD more apparent. I will say I do agree that, like, it can be difficult to see the double damage. Now at this point, though, Coasty99 had some extra stacks on him before TW came back into lane, so that does mean TW is able to survive there.
He wasn't gonna die. He got Fairy Fire and won.
I'm surprised he didn't use the Fairy Fire or the Wand in the previous one, because like he only needed one more right click to get his Jingu stacks off. I think he could have survived previously if he had used those. But regardless, mid lane 1 for 1. Zeomaster just getting chased away. Level 2 in Battle Hunger now, still no points in call, so it's definitely like a very hard commitment by Zykor in this game to go for the dot damage. It's really difficult right now. So Obelisk is being able to keep up in CS fairly well, given the circumstances, but he's having to get all of these under tower. And while getting CS under tower consistently isn't the hardest thing in the world, I mean, it's not as easy as getting them consistently just outside of tower range, right? So
Starshaker should be pulling right now. He sees the lane pushing against tower. He pull and act just stand right here, and they get way more EXP out of it.
Yep, so Rod Propaganda and Zykor walking towards Zeomaster. The Battle Hunger's up again here shortly. If Zykor is able to get another Battle Hunger off onto Zeomaster, that might be the end of him. And Zeo knows that he's walking really far away, but Zykor is diving under the tower to make sure he can try to find that. Metamorphosis is used, try to force Zykor away. Now the Reflection goes out as well to try to slow him up. Red Propaganda might have some issues here. He's still fine for the time being. Now there's going to be the turnaround onto Zeomaster. He's going to take out this Battle Hunger, absolutely certainly at this point. Going to try to turn around onto Zykor, get another Ether Shock. One more right click should do it. Lyra might be able to get this exchange for it, and he will be able to do so.
Oh no.
So a bit of an
Radiant's going to
overextension.
get 4 runes.
Radiant?
No,
You mean
Dire.
Dire?
Yeah.
Maybe. They forgot about these runes, it looks like, so it's still going to go 2 for 2. Lyra preferring to get some CS in the wave instead. Calling out his Aquila, it looks like. Yes. Zykor coming up does have the Ring of Health since he got all those extra early kills, so he should be able to sustain in this lane pretty well, as long as he doesn't overextend again. Gonna want to Lyra, but immediately gonna have that Battle Hunger purged. No call available just yet. Still, however, Lyra's taking a lot of damage. Courier comes in, is fortified up. That's not the direction you want to run, I think, Lyra there. Is gonna miss the dodge the aftershock. Dude, you have a Quelling Blade, you can walk away. He gets Battle Hungered up, but it didn't even matter. Rod Propaganda is able to finish him off there. So now how does the mid lane look? I definitely would expect this to be Zeus favored, same as you said before, but now TW is going to start chasing down Coasty. One more right click will do it, and he'll get the stun off as well. One more to kill him. That'll be the end.
That was too greedy.
Yeah, no rune up top. TW has a little bit more move speed with 360 over the 353 that Zeus is boasting out there. So actually, maybe we're going to see some aggression on bottom lane. There's going to be a lift out in order to force Awesome24 back. Obelisk down to about 300 HP, but he still has plenty of stats to shift over into strength, and he'll be fine for the time being.
Oh, the Shaman is not having a fun time.
Yeah, and Shaman actually gets killed there by Coasty. Just trying to recover a little bit from how poorly his lane's gone, taking that kill up there in top lane. So now Lyra forced back. Does not have the Metamorphosis again for 15 seconds, so he's pretty vulnerable right now. He's going to take a lot to that. Like level 2, that's 24 DPS for 12 seconds. That's like 288 damage. There's going to be a 2-man Earth Spike here in bottom lane in order to save Awesome24. He does have a salve, but doesn't want to use it just yet. There's a haste rune on Captain Brian. He's going to turn around onto Rupo. Salve is used by Awesome24, but Rupo might be the sacrifice to keep his off lane alive. And that will in fact be the case.
What a... Oh my god, this guy.
Yeah, Zykor able to get that kill even without the Culling Blade. Level 3 Battle Hunger just ticking down the Terrorblade, I assume. Here's a rotation in from Zeomaster. No ward in the area. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be the Jingu out onto TW. He wastes his Boundless Strike a little bit there, but that was a death regardless. Zeomaster using the Ether Shock to ensure that as people are TPing in. Bottom lane, though, now they know that there's no one protecting this Morphling. Hex out onto Obelisk, but he's going to be just fine, able to switch over into Strength in order to come back under his tower.
I really want to see the Tide going 3-2 build instead of this build he's
1-2-1.
going. Yeah.
3-2 instead of, or 3-2 or 0-3-2?
3-2.
Just 3 points in the gush.
Yeah. Basically, he can get annoying, so force the Morphling.
This might be a turnaround in mid lane, actually. TW is going to be able to get a kill on this 3-man gank. And Zeomaster standing in the area in order to keep them, or keep the rest of Doki from coming up at his team, so. Yeah, this lane definitely feels like it could be going better for... I mean, it could be going better for either team, right? Like,
yeah.
Only 25 CS so far for Obelisk at 8 minutes. It's not what you're looking for in the safe lane. So there's been plenty of contests here from OSU. Oh, Zeomaster's just dead. He's going to get the shackle off, but it's not going to matter. Although TW might get the kill at least on time. Hex comes out as well. One more right click. Zeomaster lives.
Wait, how did Monkey King win this lane? Like, what?
Oh, there's a fissure out. Gonna cancel the salve for Zeomaster, but I'm not gonna be able to have any more follow-up out of that. Monkey King won this lane by Zeus going away too many times, I think. Monkey King was 7 when Zeus was 5. So he was just able to walk at the Zeus. He probably used the tree dance at some point in order to get some harass off. Oh, he's going for the ult play here. That was maybe a little bit over-aggressive. Meanwhile, Obelisk able to kill off on Rupo down in bottom lane. Assisted there by Captain Brian. Once again, TW actually still running forward. Has one more Jingu stack. He's going to go for the Boundless Strike as soon as that... And that will be the end of the Zeus there. Top lane looks like Shaman once again getting the Shackle Hex out. Zykor does have 2 points in the counter helix as well as the Culling Blade. So he catches up to Lyra right now. Lyra is dead and he has slightly more move speed. There's going to be the chop. Chop, chop, chop. The Shackle does come out. Zeomaster tries to protect his friend. Maybe he's able to get the kill with the tower shots. One more will do it. That will at least be a return, but not the greatest losing your safe lane there. However, that was... a shared kill, so 166 gold going to each player. That does mean Treads will be coming up pretty shortly here for Terrorblade. Rod Propaganda getting his level 6 here in the mid lane, trying not to die to TW in the process, and that's really the harder part of this. Getting level 6, sure, but not feeding this Monkey King, who is quite far ahead at this point, on top of the net worth chart by a good like 30%, or 2k gold. Oh, he's going to go in onto Rod Propaganda. There's going to be no even Aftershock available. I think he should have used the Fissure earlier in order to walk away, but TW is able to get that kill there. Not even having the Echo Saber. One more chop here in the top lane onto the Shadow Shaman. Now there's a rotation here from Coasty 20 or Coasty 99, able to kill the Axe or the Lion right away. Austin 24 forced to use the Ravage, but Ravage is stolen there by Rubik. Very quick fingers on that. And Coasty is able to finish off the Tidehunter there with that final Lightning Bolt. Now a couple rotations into mid lane. Ravage is used. There's going to be a lift available as well here in 2 seconds. And plenty of damage coming out from Coasty. Lift him on the other side of the fissure. That will at least be the end of the Monkey King. Looks like Propaganda able to get the end of that. Not ideal to get that on Propaganda, but that does mean that his blinks can come out relatively quickly. So 6-1 might half a dozen the other. And the wards are used as well here by Zeomaster. They're going to get farmed up. There's a fissure out onto Zeomaster, as well as the Echo. He comes into range, and Rod actually solos that. Coasty had mana to help, but didn't want to get caught up by those remaining wards, because he was taking quite a bit of damage to them. Looks like Zykor...
I don't feel like this act should be hunting the Terrorblade right now. He should just get his blink, and then do stuff with it.
Yeah, forcing the Terrorblade out into the... I mean, maybe forcing the Terrorblade out isn't the greatest thing, because definitely, like, Lyra should be farming this area right now, right?
Yep.
Not as much as these guys. Alright, so here's going to be TW versus Zykor. The 2 lanes for each team that have gone the greatest. But Monkey King is very strong against Axe. However, he's not able to catch up right now due to the battle hunger. That 12% move slow doing a whole lot of work for Zycor.
Once you get that Echo Saber, no one can survive. Not
Yeah.
even Axe.
I think that's coming out now, isn't it? Yeah, he has an Echo Saber on the courier currently. But Axe should have the blink here very shortly. He's about 400 gold away. Looks like they're going to go for a smoke here onto TW. There's going to be the blink shown from Rod Propaganda. Lift into the Fissure Stun. Call not available, but they're going to go for the chop. Actually misses the chop there a little bit early and optimistic. Eventually Coasting 99 using his Thunder God's Wrath in order to finish that off. A lot of commitment to get that kill, but preventing TW from snowballing off of what was a fantastic start. Probably worthwhile. So now there's 3 here in the bottom lane. There's a lift out onto Tidehunter. Ravage is available, but there's not a whole lot for Captain Brian to actually do with that. He could steal it, but doesn't have the mana to actually do anything with that. Ward goes down, so looks like OSU can see pretty much everything that's going on in the bottom lane currently. How's this farm going up here for Lyra? Working on his Dragon Lance, and we'll have that up relatively soon. 100 gold away here from Zycor for the Blink Dagger. Very greedy farming this hard camp.
No.
Lyra is going to get the dot onto him. Monkey King's in the area. Might be able to save his friend. Just needs to use Boundless Strike. Oh, greedy. Oh, I think Zycor could have gone for the kill there. I think Zycor dies regardless at this point.
Oh.
Oh, no. The dot is going to keep him in place. Down in bottom lane. Was this a Ravage play? Yeah, Ravage and Snakes to kill off the Morphling and the Rubik here on the bottom lane. So TW is still looking for his next victim. He's going to go for the Shadow Blade, interestingly, rather than the BKB for his next item. And Axe now finished up or Blink now finished up on Axe. So plenty of Blink initiation available here for Doki Doki, and this is sort of their timing to start taking a couple of buildings and restricting the map so Terrorblade can't outfarm them in the end of the game. Looks like Pipe's going to be the order of the day. Totally reasonable for AJ Awesome. Just a casual Fade Bolt. Try to remove his damage a little bit, make it a little bit harder to last it. So is there another smoke here? I don't see a smoke on either support for Doki Doki. I would like to see them smoke right now, though. They have the tube. They have the double blink. Captain Brian is in the middle of 3 heroes now. He's probably dead. Gets the lift off. Can steal whatever he wants, but he's not going to get the chance. Going to get hexed immediately upon coming down from that Earth Spike.
Jeez, they're going to lose so much.
The blink forward here. Rupo goes down. Thunder God's Wrath ensures that kill in the end. Zeomaster is also going to get picked off by Obelisk on the top line. Gets a shackle to hold himself, or to make this a hold, at least for a short while, but Obelisk is going to be totally okay. In fact, Zycor comes in with the blink into the chop. And however, they're going to lose mid tower for that. Lyra able to get some split push action off, and top tower is being threatened as well by TW, who has all the tools required to take this down. With a TP coming in from Rod Propaganda, though, it looks like he's going to go ahead or TW is going to go ahead and back off.
That was really good from Dyer. Not really good, but it was alright for Dyer. Because they get the mid tower, and Radiance lost so much space out of it.
Yeah, the 2 blinks have been revealed now for Axe and Earthshaker on Doki Doki's side. I really want to see them do more with it. Here, though, maybe they're going to see Lyra go down. Yep, Rod able to get up on the hill. Was there even a ward here? No, looks like it was just a smoke play. Or did they just walk up into the jungle because there's no vision?
They walk up.
Oh. Place a ward while they're
You
around.
always have to farm these games. Like, please.
Yeah, Obelisk going down here in the bottom lane. TW able to finish him off. That'll be the end of this bottom tier 1. Mid tier 1, though, might go in exchange if there's enough heroes here to make that happen. But it looks like DDCC not super interested. Just going to keep farming up their heroes. Oh my, the greed. Look at Kosti's item choices here.
Who's that?
That is the Zeus.
Oh,
That is
okay.
some serious greed. I mean, if he gets away with it, it can be worthwhile, but at this point,
I feel
OSU feel like they're ahead in terms of who gets to dictate the pace of this game. And they have the Terrorblade. So
getting phase boot is so greedy, man.
phase boot?
Yeah. No.
You mean the BOTs?
Yeah. God, what am I?
So like, who got phase boots in this game?
I'm out of it right now.
So Obelisk working towards, he's going to be really greedy as well. Looks like all of Doki Doki's players, they're like, I'm just going to go for really, really big items. Except for Captain Brian. He's playing the PPD support here. He says, maybe I'll get Mana Boots at some point, but the Ethereal's the first item that Obelisk is going to go for. Goes ahead and picks up that Ghost Scepter early on, and that's... Man, if Doki get away with this, they are going to have an incredibly strong, like, 25 to 30 minute push, right? But
They should smoke right now. They see so much.
I definitely agree. They should be smoking. But, you know, they don't have it with them. They're not calling it out, so. Here in top lane, AJ Awesome trying to farm up his, actually has finished farming up his pipe. Probably going to try to go for a Blink Dagger or something next just to complement that, be able to get into these fights a little bit more effectively. Zeomaster has his Arcanes as a position 4? Yeah, position 4. Maybe 5. Rupo is actually working towards that Blink Dagger first, it looks like. Here we go. Raw Propaganda and Captain Brian maybe not in the place they want to be. Actually, maybe they are in the place they want to be. Double Hex here out onto Earthshaker. Now Rupo is going to go down to the Fissure. Zeomaster and AJ Awesome have to walk themselves away. Blink forward and the Echo use, followed up by the call. A little bit early, but it might not matter. There's going to be the Culling Blade coming out shortly. Chop, chop, chop. Zycor able to finish off AJ Awesome there. TW is a little greedy in his positioning, but he is going to go ahead and back off. Oh, the taunt! TW is taunted, but it doesn't really matter at that point. There's going to be the Hex, followed up by the Shackle out onto Zycor. Lift is not onto maybe the hero that they were looking for. Now Shackle is used. That is the steal that comes out instead of the Serpent Wards, which is what he's looking for. With the ult out coming for the Wukong's Demand coming from TW, that's going to be the turnaround, though. He's able to get 2 returns on this, and he's looking for Rubik as well, but Rubik's already found a place in the trees to TP away.
That was very smart.
Yeah, Lyra here actually going for the Ultimate Orb. I was going to say has his Yasha complete, but he goes ahead and buys up the whole Ultimate Orb instead of the Yasha for the first part of his Manta. So both teams playing really greedily right now. At the same time, like, I definitely feel that OSU can get away with playing greedy, or can have a better time getting away with playing greedy with their drafts right now.
I mean,
like, there's no Ethereal Blade coming out for Obelisk. There's an Aghanim still on the way. So it's like 2,000 gold for Kosti or Obelisk to get their major item, right? Axe is not going to get much stronger. He has his Blink and Vanguard. He's also 2k gold away from his next major item.
oh my god, he went for travel boots instead of finishing his blade mail.
Yep.
That's so free. Why is...
I don't know, but there's no opportunity for a Blink there. Hex is going to come out, followed up by the Earth Spike, followed up by another Hex from Zeomaster, and the Shackle comes out onto Propaganda. Propaganda has 3 seconds till his ult. He wants to try to get it off. Not going to be able to find that. Thunder God's Wrath comes out, not going to do anything just yet. However, the steal, or not the steal, but the swap is there to keep TW alive, and now the Ravage from Awesome24. Lyra coming in, wants to finish off Cut Core. TW is able to get that kill. Now Doki Doki are on the run. They're looking for anybody over here, but the Delta split from Doki's players has, for the time being, protected them.
They should just run in Roche right now. They get it if they got the DD and run in Roche.
I don't know. Lyra's really low right now. He'd have to like take the HP from AJ Awesome, and they don't have anybody to tank.
AJ Awesome can tank it all.
maybe they could manage it. But they didn't know where Obelisk was. They didn't know at that time where Coasty was. Thunder God's Wrath was already used, though. Coasty's maybe going to just get popped here. TW using that DD to great effect. Comes in with a Shadow Blade, just casually destroys Coasty's HP pool. Even salving up to full HP afterwards. So Captain Brian roaming around here with some wards. Looks like he wants to try to get a ward up here, but he will be spotted placing that down. Yep. If that was caught, then that ward should be taken out relatively shortly. Looks like Zeomaster is a little bit afraid that the next fight happens in his own jungle. They want to make sure they have all the vision in this area locked down. And I don't blame him. In his own jungle. They're pushing for that fight. But here we're going to see Obelisk up versus Lyra in the top lane. There is a TP available, so Obelisk should be able to get out. Actually, there's a call back out onto, and all of the spins, really lucky there. Lyra's able to get the Sunder off onto Xykor, and he's going to use the Metamorphosis as well, but Xykor is doing a lot of damage. There's going to be the turnaround here play, though, due to the Hex and the Spike. Obelisk just barely able to survive there until the finger comes out, kills off the Terrorblade, but he is eventually going to go die. However, during this point, or during this fight in top lane, OSU have continued to push the top, or continue to push bottom. Now the Wukong's command comes out. That is going to be probably this bottom tier 3 as well. There's not really anything to be done about it. There is a Blink Echo available. Fort is used, so that should be enough to push OSU back for the time being.
The monkey should turn and play a little bit greedy.
Looks like he was considering it, but seeing the respawn timers of Doki Doki's side, he wants to not overplay his hand since they are ahead at this point. I think he could have gotten a kill or two if he'd gone back. There's no sentries out. They have total dominance over the vision game right now. Yeah, I'm surprised this didn't get deawarded though.
This greed is not paying off very well.
For Doki Doki?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have the Ethereal Blade finish now, so that at least is going to be a point in their favor. What does Obelisk go at this point? Is he going to go for a Manta, do you think, or?
You gotta give me the hero. I don't know everyone's name.
Morphling.
Oh. Lincoln's
for the Sunder?
Yeah. But
there's a lot of
BKB.
spells that pop the Lincolns, though. Like, there's Hex and Earth Spike and Mana Drain and Shackle and Hex. And, like, the supports to collectively have 6 spells, and then there's also the Gush to pop Lincolns.
That's why he's going for BKB.
Yep. Blink forward onto Xykor is not going to be successful. Now there's going to be the Echo Slam, but it's not going to do a whole lot just yet. TW might survive for the time being, thanks to, or he's going to survive for the time being, rather, thanks to his BKB. The Sunder is going to come out, but it's not the best Sunder in the world. That is going to be the end of Tidehunter. Now Chop Chop onto TW. AJ Awesome also is going to be forced to run back into the Nimbus, and he's going to go down to Red Propaganda as well.
Rubric steals Sunder and
is that
use
what
it on
happened there? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was Miss Sunder, but... So Obelisk pushing in mid lane while this happens, and you know the greed now maybe is paying off. Looks like they actually are able to get all 5 there with a pick here from Xykor.
Look how greedy Morphling is. Look at his agility switch. It's almost max.
Well, everyone is dead right now. He's totally like he wasn't that until he was pushing the tower. With everybody dead, he's like, I'll just do it. So tier 3s are being pushed. Fortification is used, but there's only 2 heroes alive here for the next 10 seconds, and there's no blink daggers. There's no blink daggers to get the initiation off, so that's going to be the tier 3 down. Obelisk able to take it in mid lane. In the bottom lane, looks like AJ Awesome is going to start walking towards... Yeah, it's going to start walking towards DDCC. And Obelisk's greed paying off a little bit. Coasty's greed paying off a little bit too. Like, this is where their window was, right? 25 to 30 minutes.
I feel like not getting the blink on Tai is hurting them so much.
Yeah, Tai should have a blink at this point. Going for the halberd makes sense. They want to get it off on that Morphling, but You really need to be able to get that instant initiation. They have no one else to do it. Oh wow, Monkey King was a little bit out of position there. Just gets blasted by 4.
They're panicking. Dire.
Yeah, they don't need to panic. They just need to not give up any kills here for the next few minutes, and they're gonna have their own greed start paying off, right? Like Lyra has his Manta finished at this point. Monkey King's gonna go for a Scotty. Has the BKB. As long as they're careful, they should be fine. Aether Lens finished here for Zeomaster. Blink finished on Rupo. They just need to... I mean, they're going to go for the Halberd. I was going to say they just need to get the Blink on AJ Awesome, but with the Halberd out, like...
The
Look at what?
Morphling, see how much his team is winning, so he switched from BKB to Lincoln's. Even more greedier.
I don't know. Lincoln's is so hard this game to keep available, right? Because there's so many ways for anybody on OSU to pop that Lincoln's and disable you immediately.
Yeah.
Because every single or both supports and the off lane players on OSU have a way to pop the Lincolns as well as a way to stun afterwards with just the one hero. No coordination required.
If Dire get the Morphling out of this, it's so big, and they're gonna get it.
Yeah, they're looking for him
It's
here.
perfect.
He's gonna get Hex up immediately, and there's nothing he can do about that. GW
Now
just boundless striking to ensure that comes out. AJ Awesome finishing off with the Gush, in fact. Now there's a team fight coming through. Rod is going to come into the Sentry range. That's going to be... Oh, they're not quite going to see the timing. He's still going to get the Echo Slam. They're going to be able to get the kill off onto Lion. He can be used by TW. He's running down Rod. Now there's the 4-man call, though. Zycor's looking for some spins. He's not getting them. The Blade Mail is enough. That is a chop and a half. 2 chops even. And Zycor turning that around with great aplomb there. Wait, really?
Is that?
That is a really early GG call. I mean, according to the rules of the league, like, it's over, regardless of whether they click the cancel button or not, once the GG is called. Yeah. So GG's called. Really early. I do think that OSU still had the opportunity to pull it back out, but they're going to go ahead and tap and just head into game 2, it looks like.
They just got grouped and get axe called too much. They need find a way to punish the greed from Doki Club.
Yeah, they should have been smoking more, I think. Like, the smoke that they got the kill on Morphling was great, and then they got grouped up on the axe. That was definitely not good. Sort of a slow reaction seeing the Shadow-Bladed Earthshaker there in the Sentry. I feel like they should have just texted him immediately and killed him off, the same as they already had done. But we're going to go ahead and pop into game 2. And I've been Knifan at twitch.tv/Knifan, joined by Kale at twitch.tv/KaleDota. Hope you guys are enjoying, and we will see you shortly.